happened. Links Africa, believe it
Wow.
or not.
It's the most deadliest of the links,
It
hence why
is.
it's called Africa.
So have you seen the adverts? That poor boy getting chased on the beach. Oh man,
I know, exactly. It put me off safaris for life,
it looks fun.
honestly.
It looks fun until it's no.
And if you want the context for that, you're going to have to turn up to Rollway at Night because we are now into
Oh my goodness!
episode 2
Woo!
of the Rollway
Ooh,
podcast.
exciting.
Here we are.
Oh,
Oh, we're back.
Bravo,
in black.
bravo, bravo, bravo,
Hello,
bravo.
ladies and gentlemen. Oh, good God, what's happening? My
Oh,
voice.
that was something.
Goodness
Something was
me.
attacking you there. And we are coming, quote unquote, live from the Variety Bar basement in No Mean Radio. This ridiculously high tech bunker on the middle of Sauchiehall Hall Street.
This is like something for Fallout,
It
right?
is, isn't it? I was thinking about that the other day as well. There is just like there's a bunker-ish quality to it. Like I feel like if I look under the table, there should be dehydrated food. Do you know what I mean?
Well, there's dehydrated food upstairs.
Big
You
Yeah.
go on your cocktails. Numerous selections from the expertly trained bar staff
Yes,
upstairs
indeed.
as well.
Absolutely.
It's so good.
If you've
Oh,
ever,
that's right.
you've
I
never
should be a
seen
corporate shell.
you've never
honestly.
seen so much cocktail garnish in your puff. Do you like dehydrated oranges? Well, my friend. Oh,
And just in case you need a reminder, I'm Greg C. As the website says, tech wizard, general idiot, editor, all of that above.
Mhm.
To my left,
We have Greg W. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I am the non-owner of Rollway. That's one of the podcast hosts for this, which is a pleasure to be here again.
and I
Yes.
am the now indestructible, fearless leader, co-owner of Rollway, Connor, and to my left,
I'm Laura.
just Laura.
just Laura.
Just Laura.
Just wee Laura.
No,
Nothing else to
you
say.
have a moniker.
You do.
I am
you
the
one.
saint of Rollway.
Saint of roll with it.
Saint
Saint
Laura.
of
of
Saint
Rollway,
Laura.
Saint
'cause
Laura of Rollway.
You're infuriatingly fucking
Yeah.
nice and lovely.
Got to cut in some angel music there.
Drink so. There we are. We as in Rollway, but also we as in you guys just did something really bloody cool at the
did.
weekend there in Edinburgh. What was it?
Oh, we did.
We had a big tabletop, tartan tabletop roll wit crossover.
Shout out Tartan Tabletop.
Yep. Josh, Alex, Niall, and Lauren absolutely smashed it.
Incredible.
Fantastic.
What a
There's some
one
team.
shot that they did as well. I was laughing the entire time because it was too good, especially Josh's character. It was out of this world.
Yeah.
Like they're doing a Jurassic Park one shot, and Josh's character is Niall Langley from the monorail
You mean
episode of The
Alex's
Simpsons.
character?
Was that Alex's?
That
That's
was
Alex.
Ah, goodness.
Josh is the DM.
Josh is the DM. I'm forgetting which one is which. I do apologise, boys. I'm terrible with names.
I do wish I could have been there. It looked amazing. I've seen all the pictures. It looks like a cracking night. Shout out to Brian for taking a shit ton of pictures just
Yeah.
by being there. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was great
Brian.
fun. It was great fun.
It was
Cool
that
venue.
a great venue. It was unbelievable.
It does look really cool. Voodoo Rooms looks like a really good space.
There was a man dressed as a pirate.
Oh,
Full on pirate garb.
Yeah.
It
best
was
ever.
Like we walked out
amazing.
and it's like he had like the wide brim, like long pirate hat with the feather and everything like that on there.
A,
for it.
a
We were like,
bicorn and a tricorn.
No, it was
it
just
wasn't
like-
either. It was just like a big round hat.
Yeah.
Like
It was
a,
just
like a Captain Barbossa's hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
he-
exactly what it was. It was Captain Barbossa's
You
hat.
ever start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner? You're in one. What a film.
I
Man.
really want to rewatch Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's all on Netflix.
Ooh,
And then
It's
after-
all also on Disney.
Yes.
Other streaming sites are available.
All available,
Streaming
yes.
sites are available.
There's actually too many of them, but fuck it, whatever.
It's true.
Oh,
But
I know.
Yes.
after the tartan tabletop crew did their thing
Mhm.
and were incredible, as Greg W says, we turned up and did even better, I would say, as a collective.
Definitely.
As a
Can't
collective.
say that.
I mean, I am.
Oh,
I'm 100% calling my shot. I'm like Babe Ruth. I'm pointing to the stands. It's happened.
oh,
Past tense.
oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Coming home, boys.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, it was
that's
myself.
our pals.
I know. But I didn't win anything in the raffle, so
Oh,
Yeah, nor did I.
Right, okay, fair enough.
Well, to be fair, were we entered in the raffle?
yeah, I was
They
given a ticket.
gave us tickets.
I
well,
wasn't.
I got 2 tickets. I think I stole Jules's
All right.
ticket.
I
Greg
feel
got a
feel
ticket.
kind
Oh,
of
did
robbed.
you
I got
know?
one. Yeah.
I feel
We
kind of
didn't
robbed
win.
now.
I didn't win
Yeah.
anything.
Can't wait for
so it
Jules to
doesn't
hear this
matter.
and find out that you fucking robbed him. That's
He
class.
he told me I stole his ticket, so I was like, I'm really really sorry, but it's fine because we didn't win anything anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, it was myself, Laura, Jules, Greg W, from Rollwit, and
Mhm.
then we had a few boys from Tartan Tabletop,
Mhm.
including Niall himself, all running games.
Niall. Just ask him
Um,
about his tash.
he was shaved it.
Oh, for fuck's
Shaved
sake!
it. Yeah, we spoke about it.
That's like killing a unicorn with a
It's
hammer.
one of those ones we don't want to get him into any more bother than
Right, okay.
anything at all. But for legal reasons, it had to get shaved,
Right.
and that's all we can say on the podcast without breaking
Interesting.
our NDA. Yeah.
Okay. that's
But
fine.
yeah, we all ran wonderful one shots, and we had incredible players at all at our tables. Laura even got to run her game on the stage.
Yeah,
Mm.
it was terrifying. It was fine.
Did you-
It was just
I bet
running
you
a
nailed
table.
it.
It was great fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Great,
What was
great,
your
great
one
fun.
about?
Basilisk in the sewers.
Oh, classic.
Yeah.
Basilisk
yeah.
in the
Love a
sewers.
good
Yeah.
basilisk.
The
in
cool
Sarah's story.
D&D basilisk, not the lame one from Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, mine was based on Crystal Maze.
Oh,
Ooh.
excellent. There
Yep.
we go.
Nice.
Yep. Which
That
they
was-
eventually picked up.
It's fantastic.
But really, we're only here to hear
Yes.
one story.
There's only one
Only-
shot
Yeah.
we want to hear about.
He is the celebrity DM. He
Yes.
is the most spoken about games of any role with at night.
Does this shit
for
all the
one
time.
reason and one reason only, because the man is so extra that even the program extras couldn't contain his extraness. So they couldn't do it. Stephen Merchant, Ricky Gervais were like, nah, we
No.
want him, but he can't.
It's
we
too
just
much.
can't
You
contain
can't
it.
have me.
It's just too
It's
much.
too extra.
Exactly.
So
too much for them.
the stage is yours.
Oh, take it away.
other
Tell,
half of Greg
tell these
Squared.
lovely people and our lovely listeners what the fuck you did to them.
So
Get comfy.
the one shot started with our players in the future. So what we're saying, they were 300 years in the future. And I had a little Bluetooth speaker, and I was playing the Terminator soundtrack as I was giving the monologue. Thank you. That's the one. As we were talking about the world blackened with the sky, fires raging as it goes, and we pan down into the depths of the resistance. Where basically, like, the resistance leader, who was a dwarf woman, gave them a mission to basically go back in time because they had to, like, the automatons had sent back something to try and kill her in her youth before she met the love of her life and set her destiny. So I had the players go, right, you're going back in time, but we can't take any futuristic weapons. They all have to be old school weapons. So they were all picking their swords and axes and things like that there for it. Then I sent them back as the automatons were attacking. I was like, there's no time to explain the mission. You'll know what to do. And then I just did the Titanic movie. It's a one shot. Where the commander was Rose.
Oh,
I had a little gnome as Leonardo DiCaprio gnome.
for
Love
Christ's
that.
sake,
That's
man.
beautiful.
Yes, where they had to then play out the movie of Titanic, and anytime they deviated from the plot too much, they started getting back to the future to where it was like they were rolling with disadvantage because they weren't feeling too great, and they also had to stop an automaton. But bizarrely, like, it turned into like I had very little planned for it because that's how I DM is. I have the loose idea and then I give it to the players, and whatever they do, that's it.
It's their fault.
It's like I said it on the night as well. I was just like, oh, look, I'm not a DM. This isn't my story. I've made a sandbox. You kids are playing in it.
Mm.
That's how it is. And that's basically what I did to them. And I was just like, right, there you go. And one of the ideas I had was if they go into the engine room to get information from the goblins who run the engine room, they had to have a wrestling match. And one of the players instantly just went, oh, the initiation? Is it a dance-off? I was like,
The steerage jig.
well, it is now.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And then they they ended up winning the dance-off by performing a Gay Gordon's.
Excellent.
It was like they busted it out. Yeah. But I had 6 fantastic players who were all like complete newbies to rollway events.
That seems to happen with you, doesn't it?
I tend to get the newbies,
Mhm.
and I could not have asked for 6 better players. They were absolutely fantastic. But we also I had props as well for them. So
Oh,
all my
I heard
players
about
had
this.
a little sailor hat.
Oh, dear.
They had a little sailor neckerchief as well. And I had a captain's hat, which I have not taken off. And sadly left in the car, else I'd be
Oh,
wearing it as we're recording
God.
right now.
I did see. We'll get to what's up with me in a wee second, but I did see the pictures slowly coming through.
Are you sure you can see?
I did see them coming through on Saturday, and the first one that came through was just you with a captain's hat on, a table full of people dressed like sailors, pissing themselves laughing. I was like, what the fuck is happening in Edinburgh? What am I missing right now? Oh my goodness. Of course it was T-800s on the Titanic with Resistance Commander Rose and the steerage jig and the fucking...
Well, the ship was like, this is one of the best puns that I came up with. The ship was the Titan 99.
Nice.
But it was written in Roman numerals.
Wow.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So it's Titan IC.
Oh my God.
Groan.
I know.
That's beautiful. That's
live for the
amazing.
groan. I live for that groan. Oh.
This is the kind of shit that he does all the fucking time at his tables, and this is why he gets called this weird celebrity fucking show off. Because it's I remember after the St. Luke's one, because again you got a lot of lovely new people for that. People were coming up to me like, "Oh my God, that was so much fun! Is D&D always like this?" I was like, "No, not at all. Like, not even a wee bit. It's just him. Like, this is gonna like big your expectations up."
Like, there was a point at the St. Luke's one, which was the Mambo number 5 one, the kind of semi-famous one.
Yes, it is.
Which was the
Whoa, stop. Semi-famous.
People still talk about this. To this
Semi-famous.
day, it's folk that's like,
We're never gonna let this die.
No.
This is always gonna be talked about in some form.
yeah, it was either the folk at your table or the two tables adjacent to you because you could hear it, and they still get people that show up every now and then, and they're not our regulars, but they're people that come and play with us every now and then. So I'm like, "Oh, I was at the Mumble number 5 table." I'm like, "Oh, that's amazing. I'm so sorry." It's like everybody keeps talking about it. It's great. It's good. It's a good story to tell, but it was unhinged and mental. Oh my goodness.
I know. I do try. But yeah, even at that table, the Mambo number 5, I had 3 players who it was their first game.
Yep.
And they all started role playing, like just talking to themselves within character, to the stage where I left and came to talk to you to go, by the way, I've just got 3 newbies who just started talking in character, try to discuss their plans completely with no instruction whatsoever.
And that might sound like it's not really a thing, but I'm looking at the faces in this room right now. We've got people that we've known that have been playing for years.
Yep.
And I've never done a drop of role playing. It's not essential to your game.
Nope.
It's a lovely thing to see, and it adds a little bit of kind of richness to it. I mean, Laura, at our home games in the Fox, just after January, all my pals, like Brian, Adele, shout out Adele, by the way, just for my class player, they basically had to wait for an NPC to go and come back to them with some information, and then they just started talking in character. Now, this campaign has been going on for just under 4 years, and it was like, "Hi guys, it's nice to finally meet you," because we're all just talking in character to each other. I'm like, holy fuck, they never do this, and they're talking about their hopes and their dreams and like what they want out of this expedition, and like, are they really gonna like not to paint the whole background of the campaign, but they're currently going to go and scatter one of their allies' fallen ashes. And that's like their main sort of thing. But then they were talking about how much they miss them and stuff like that. And I'm like, I was sitting there, and it's my favourite thing to do. And you've probably seen it a lot when the DM gets to sit there and say fucking
it's
nothing.
the best.
Everybody
Like,
else is
see
just
if you can just like take
yeah.
that wee step back.
I was doing nothing. I was rolling no dice, and they were just sitting talking and bringing their characters to life. And it's beautiful. And if you're hearing this, listeners, don't be afraid to roleplay. Just do it. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It just enriches the whole sort of thing. It's not a mandatory thing. I get there's a shyness thing about it. Or
Exactly.
like maybe at the one shots it's a bit less of a sort of thing, but if you get the chance to, it's definitely worth it.
It
Just
can be, but it's one of those things that I like to do as well. Is that if I have someone at my table that hasn't spoken for like 5 to 10 minutes or so, I'll try and bring them into that conversation. But if it's like, see if it's the other players doing it, it makes it feel a lot more natural. And it's like, it's one of those ones where you're like, yeah. It's like our job as DMs. It's like our job is to make sure that everyone's having fun. So it's like if the players aren't into that role play and they want to do other stuff, like we will do that. We'll bring them into it and go, right, what about you? What did you fancy doing? How about this?
Yeah,
we've got this. Give them suggestions, give them ideas. But see if it's the rest of the party bringing it all together and forming a big group of pals.
It's a beautiful thing.
That's what we love.
It's nice
Bringing
when that
people
happens.
together.
Absolutely.
This is our job as the Forever DMs, which I came up with that name, by the way. I'm so proud of it.
Forever DMs, that is-
Forever DMs.
Grown.
That's
More
good.
puns.
That's good.
Oh, please.
I think
man.
we need to
But
get
yeah.
pins that say that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, well,
Ew.
we're thinking about
Merch.
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 Yeah,
Merch.
definitely
I just need
t-shirts.
to find a merch
Yeah.
person,
Yeah.
a place where I can do merch.
a merchantman.
A merchantman.
There we go.
Mm.
Because there was somewhere where I get stickers and pins and stuff printed, but
Yeah,
can't
we
go
were,
back to them
we-
because they suck.
They suck. Yeah, which is all we're gonna say. But we did have we were doing sticker bombing for a while, which was fun because that makes you feel young and trendy. Like, oh, how did you advertise? Like, oh, it was sticker bombing the West End. Like, cool. It's vandalism, but it's cool vandalism. Trendy, cool vandalism.
Trendy cool vandalism.
Oh
So-
dear.
And for
Yeah.
those listening, that is 15 minutes before Connor started talking about communism again.
No, it wasn't. No, not strictly. Fuck it. Properties theft. I said it. That's fine. Anyway. Okay, so what we're to go into our pub tactics and our general critical fails from real life.
Oh, I think there's only one story that we
I
can
think
talk
there
about
is
for a
in
critical
recent
fail.
memory. What the fuck happened to me?
I mean, it's that.
So,
what happened, Connor?
some of the internal community, some of the regulars, you're going to find out that literally the evening we recorded the first episode of the podcast, I got a detached retina. And
Woo.
I have been properly out of the game for the last 2 weeks and a bit. This is the first day I've been outside. I am sitting here like Solid Snake with a fucking eye patch on. I'm all right. Everything's fine.
The nicknames have been hilarious. by
Yeah,
the way.
I've been getting
Mhm.
I'm a
slagged.
fan of Captain
2
Pugwash.
pieces. Captain Pugwash.
is a
When you
good
showed
one.
up to the bar tonight wearing all black with a black leather jacket, and it was
Yeah.
just like call him Snake.
It was. I'm not gonna lie. I looked fantastic, but it wasn't intentional. I do need to wear it for a little bit. But yeah, I'm fine. Nothing actually happened. I wish listeners, I had a cool story for you. I wish I could say that I stuck up for somebody getting jumped or I accidentally got hit in the head or something. But no, it's literally just from being specky.
It's that, like, but I've also had 2 weeks of feeling guilt because it was like I was trying to wind you up on the podcast last
Yeah.
week, and I was like, have I raised his blood pressure so
No, you've
much
not.
that I have
He's
just
already got
I've
crazy high
literally
blood
made an
pressure.
eye pop out of his head?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
so
I
I've
was-
had that in my
I
conscience
was
for 2
freaking out
weeks.
a bit, but everything's fine and I'm all right. Sadly, does mean that I won't be behind a DM screen for quite some time. But I'll hopefully be back at it and seeing all your lovely faces and hopefully some lovely new faces of people that want to come along and join in some of our Rollway at one-shot nights relatively soon, but we'll see. So that's the crit fail of the last couple of weeks. Easy. Top that, motherfuckers. There we go.
I nearly burned my flat down.
Right, okay.
That's a yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So
Alright.
yeah, my Sunday, and it was literally yesterday. We record this on
I feel like dick now.
Monday. Tried to do too much in one day, and put a pot of pasta on for like meal prepping for the week, and forgot about it. Left my flat to go to somebody's house. Got just outside the train station and was like, "Hang on a minute, did I not leave a pot of pasta on?
Oh shit.
Fuck." So I had to double back, literally almost like sprinted 10 minutes back to my flat. And fortunately, I had only left like a wee burn ring on the glass bit of the cooker
Oh, I could have been
where
bad.
the water had boiled over. But I just literally pulled it off the cooker, switched the cooker off, and left again. Didn't even think about it. Fortunately, pasta was cooked perfectly, but
Well, there we go.
Gorgeous. Love
so that is like the like nat one on the history check, but nat 20 on the survival skill.
I've had to sleep sitting upright like a broom in a cupboard while this fucking eye heals. So that's my hell.
This is what's been happening, right? So, like, me and Connor had we had a phone chat,
man.
or sorry, the voice
Listen to them
chat.
laughing at me. Listen to them. Oh,
Like a broom in the cupboard.
it's true. I can't lie down. I've got a fucking gas bubble in my head. Oh, yous are pricks.
So this is like me and Connie. We jumped in.
amazing.
We have our Rollway Discord, which, by the way, join the Discord
Join the
if you're
Discord.
not a member.
Purely for the memes alone.
The memes are great. But on Saturday, Connie jumped in the voice chat for a little bit, and Laura was there as well for a wee
Yes,
while.
I was there for a wee bit.
Because
but-
I've got cabin fever. I was bored at my tits.
Exactly. So me and Connie basically did an impromptu episode of the podcast.
Yes.
Where it was just the two of us chatting with some of the regulars chiming in every now and again, and winding each other up.
Yes.
About-
That tends to happen sort of
about the whole thing.
semi-regularly now.
But I brought up then that Connie is the master of trying to get the sympathy vote, and it's like the kid from Jurassic Park Twitter account, which is fantastic. So the example there, Greg's story's absolutely fantastic, but Connie has to one up it.
It's not one up. I can't fucking
Oh,
see.
if we've been to Tenerife, you've been to 11 Reef, you know it. But that's like the kid from Jurassic Park's Twitter account, which I will try and find and drop in here for it. But essentially, it's told from the perspective of the little boy from Jurassic Park grown up and now has a Twitter account. So there's loads of things like, yeah, the new Coldplay album's great, but when I was 11, I was hunted by Earth's most dangerous predators.
For fuck's sake.
It's
Oh,
always
man.
something else.
Oh, my
And that's the
goodness.
vibe that we get from one-eyed Connie just now.
It's it's constant we use. This lovely community. I hate
He's
yous
just
so much.
milking it.
I'm not
There's
milking it
absolutely
at
nothing
all.
wrong with
I can't.
him.
Right, just calm down, deep breath.
Laura, if you get any-
Maybe we shouldn't
Aye.
amp him up.
Mm.
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
I
keep your
evolve.
blood pressure down. Laura, did you have any fails for the weeks?
Not
since
really.
last pod?
No.
None?
No.
But you know what she's had? She's had critical successes taking over as captain of the
Aye,
ship.
apparently so.
Yeah, she has. Woo!
Woo! Thank you to all of you folks for helping Greg C, Greg W, Jules, and Brian and
Alan.
Alan
Mhm.
and anybody else who I've probably
regulars.
forgotten
Yeah.
somebody, but thank you for
All the
folks
chums
for
for just-
helping.
For still coming along, which hurts the
Yes.
ego a little bit because I did think he's only came for me, but there we go. But no,
it's
honestly,
all for
thanks
me.
for keeping a roll weight afloat while I'm basically out of fucking action for a wee while, which is shite.
Nah, couldn't
Definitely.
let it sink. That would
Mm-mm.
just be mean
Mm.
and sad.
It's sad, mean
And
and
sad.
sad.
Mean and sad. I think I'd be sad if I let it die.
Holy-
Not that it's not that the regulars would let me let it
No,
die.
the
but
regulars
yeah.
would be at our house. It's
Mhm.
bad enough when we share a Discord with them. When's the
Yeah.
next game night? When are we playing it?
Yeah.
When's the next barrio night?
Yeah.
All the time.
Speaking of in your house, though, Connor,
Yes.
in that time, have you been reading any indie stuff, or is there anything, any indie, aka non-D&D
No, that's-
systems that
that's
you have been deep dived in?
That's a cracking
deep
segue. So
dove.
I have been, while I'm stuck at home, just getting right into our small, ever-growing library of TTRPG systems. Because as you know, between the full team, we've got a lot. So I'm going to talk about Merkburg. this week,
Merkburg.
Merkburg, which is probably against my top 5 favorite TTRPGs. It's up there. It's not quite knocking Spire off the top spot, but Morkborg is my favorite for a bunch of other reasons. It is probably the easiest system I've ever had to teach. I can sit you down at a table. I can give you the gist within a minute, and after that minute, those 60 seconds, you know how to play Morkborg. It is super simple. The Borg system, Stockholm Cartel, that cooked up the rules, is also the antithesis of shitey D&D's OGL attempt, where their rules are for free. You can make any sort of product with the Borg rules if you want. They've got a fantastic website where you can generate creatures, dungeons, monsters, all for free. They've got some banging merch because it's heavily inspired by black metal, heavy metal. It's more metal than your Moz Kettle. It's just like full on like guitars, and it's mad. It's quite Dark Soulsy. To sum it up, there's a bunch of different Borgs. Morkborg's the main one. There's a Cyborg shoot-off, which is a cyberpunk one. You've got Pirate Borg, self-explanatory. You got Ronin, aka Samurai Borg. So Borg's kind of the vehicle, the system. Morkborg itself is set in a world that's a little bit past the Middle Ages, during an active apocalypse. The world is ending in a biblical sort of fashion. Every day brings only even more sorrow and kind of peril and just horrible things sort of
So
happening.
2025.
Pretty
America.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Americans. I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. Anyway, yes, so Morkborg, as I said, it's very, very grim, very, very bleak. And whereas in other traditional RPGs, you're playing as a hero, a righteous paladin, or like a cunning and smart sort of like kind of rogue or a fierce barbarian, in Morkborg, you play absolute fucking losers. You are pieces of shit. All the classes that you can play as are weird. There's no fighter man or mage. You've got the Fang Deserter, whose thing is that he's got sharp teeth and he might bite you every now and then. Or you've got the Gutterborn Scum, which is the closest thing you've got to the rogue, but that's just a bam with a knife who's absolutely bogging and like can hide in filth. So the quests and the gameplay of Mortborg is like a spiked mail and like fist into your face. It's quick, it's brutal. You don't need to worry about armor classes or having skills at fighting. The DM tells you, I want a DR of 12, a dice roll of 12, and that's the number that you have to beat. If you hit it, great. You do damage, magic. The guy's dead, you move on. Quick. Even to the point where the characters, when you take health and critical damage and do some damage, blah, 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 and Mother, again, more traditional RPGs, someone's got a spell that can resurrect you or give you a healing potion, blah, blah, blah. Mortborg says, fuck you, and puts a lit cigarette out on your arm. If you have 4 hit points in Mortborg, and something does 4 damage to you, you go down to 0 hit points. At which point you roll another dice to see if you hemorrhage and die outright, or maybe you just cling on to consciousness and get 1 hit point left. However, if you've got 4 hit points in Mortborg and someone gives you damage below 0, so if you took 5 damage, it just kills you outright. Not, oh, somebody needs to go revive me, oh, where's the spell? Nope, you're dead, tough shit, roll a new character. And I like that because it does give an element of fear to the game.
Yeah.
So people are less likely to be like, right, let's get fucking in there and batter these guys. Like, no, hang on. Let's think about this. So there's a bit more caution when it comes to Mortborg. It's very good. The world, the setting, it's got a bunch of add-ons and stuff. It's fantastic. As are anything that sort of came off the back of Borg, there's always the shared theme where if it's a cyberpunk future or feudal Japan where the world is actively ending. So there's all these apocalyptic things that happen day by day. And I can't recommend Mortborg enough. You will probably see it at a game night very soon.
Hi there. Would the gentleman please yield the floor for some questions at this time?
Yes.
Yes, hi. So my question is, right, that system, it sounds fantastic. That
So
sounds as
good.
if it's more aimed at one-shots. Could that be done as a more long-term campaign?
So it's great for one-shots because you can just sit down, roll up a character. There's apps, makes it so easy because you just generates a whole bunch of skills and stuff because it's not really about making a character that's good at this or good at that. It's just making someone that you want to try and keep alive. So one-shots is perfect. There are modules for it, and there's even stuff for like longer sort of campaign play. The calendar of Nechrubel, which is one of the most metal things ever, is the mechanic in the game where at the dawn of every new day, you roll a d66, which is 2d6, and that is another Bible verse that is something horrible that happens that day. So you can roll your d6 like 12, and all of the winged insects take to the sky and blacken the clouds with pestilence. So then that day, there's wasps, there's bees, there's everything, you can't fucking move about it. Or perhaps the sun will blacken and sink and all the dead bodies will rise from their graves. So you kind of want to keep playing multiple sessions of it because you want to see just how bad the world gets.
Yeah.
So there are rules to make it campaignable, but it is, in my opinion, one of
It's
the
the
perfect
idea for the
one-shot
one-shot.
games. Absolutely, so good.
Which is, again, your expertise. Yeah, we love it.
Definitely. Anyone else got a burning one right off the top of their dome that they're enjoying right now?
So I got it a couple of years ago, and I wasn't sure where I put it in the house, and then I found it in my spare D&D bag the other day. I have it was one that I backed on Kickstarter called Fabergast, which is Fawlty Towers meets The Great Gatsby meets just the play that goes wrong.
Jesus.
Yeah. And it's essentially that. So it's like it's set in like 1920s Hollywood, like the golden era. And it's like you can be like an actor or actress. You can be like a bohemian. You can like, there's loads of wee things like that for it. But it's like essentially it's like you're putting on a show. And it's like the chaos and palaver around it. So it's almost like an episode of The Muppets.
Oh.
And I've found the rule book again. I'm going to dive into it and hopefully be running some one-shots of that in the near future as well, because it's just, let's say, it's fantastic. And it means I get to use my old-timey American voice.
It's like is it like proper that sort of era of like just thespians and debauchery and all that kind of stuff to
exactly.
kind of show people. That sounds class.
Yeah, like I'll get up the art and show you it, but it's essentially it's like everyone looks as if they're just off the Titanic. We're having a Titanic themed episode this week. But it's absolutely fantastic. But Laura, have you got anything you were kind of what were you thinking?
One that I've that I got last time we were all in Edinburgh. Nope, not last time. The time before we were all in Edinburgh.
Yes.
When we went to huge group of us went to Ancient Robot, which is
Shout
a really
out
cool wee
Ancient
shop.
Robot.
I got a game called Thirsty Sword Lesbians, and it is gorgeous.
It's class.
Greg might be a fan of it.
Love Thirsty Sword
It's
Lesbians.
lovely. The artwork's beautiful. It's bright. It's colourful. It's pretty. It's very wholesome. I ran one game of it. And my sort of read is that it's basically a game about loving your pals and fighting oppression, which is something a lot of people are feeling at the moment.
Totally.
So
That's the
I
moment
think
uniting.
I think it'll be something that I'll run again soon. I think I am running it soon. Am I
It's won a
running it
lot of
this week?
awards as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of Ennies.
Amazing.
think
I might be
it's
running it again in the next
within-
couple of weeks, I think.
Within the next couple of weeks, I believe it is one of the games that is coming up. Check our website, rollwayit.com. That's ROLLWIIT.co.uk. Sorry, not .com. Which will have all our upcoming dates and everything like that on there. And you
Yeah.
can also get a direct link to our podcast on that as well.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Lovely,
TSL.
sweet, nice,
Mm-hmm.
cool wee game.
It's brilliant. Love it. I'm going to be cheeky and I'm going to give you 2.
Ooh,
We didn't discuss this
Oh, I
beforehand.
know.
But my statement as to why
Okay.
is because they are very quick.
Right.
Okay.
Fair.
Both games are very quick to play.
I just hope the listeners are all about this. Oh.
So they are infinitely one-shottable.
Right.
Because one is Alice is Missing.
Oh, fuck yes.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
no fair dues. Yeah,
And
no.
right.
Two
Fair.
is Fiasco.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Billy ran Fiasco recently, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yep. Fiasco is
Maybe.
a GM-less system.
Mm.
You basically roll a pool of dice, you pick your scenario, and you apply the dice to those scenarios. You're effectively buying things.
Cool.
It can be a location, an object, a drive, something like that. There's 4 things you build your character of, and then you start to piece together the world with some other extra bits after that, and then you just start role playing, and you figure out how to. There's the middle section is what bad stuff happens,
Mhm.
and that kind of leads you to the drive to the end of the game. So you can play it in 2 hours, 3 hours tops.
And that one's quite setting agnostic as well. It can be anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's literally, before I ran it at Arcade, I downloaded about 23 free scenarios from Drive Through RPG.
Good
People
option.
will just put
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff. There was one that was a biodome of a ship.
Mhm.
We were all space raiders, and 2 of us decided to be criminals,
Mhm.
and then decided to set up a cow farm on this space station.
Nice.
Farm.
Yeah, exactly.
Space cows.
I love that.
The other one was that it's Anchorman, but it led into everyone doing Class A drugs. Which is it's so off the end, and because it's GM-less as well, it's everyone's can play it.
Mhm.
Everyone's involved. And Alice is Missing is a little bit GM-less. Someone kind of has
Yes.
to take the reins as Alice's older brother Charlie.
It's very unique as far as games go.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the uniqueness of it is that you don't talk.
Mhm.
You sit in either a text group if you're, obviously if you're closer pals and everyone's got each other's number, or you can use a Discord server, or Hunters Entertainment have now set up an online portal that you can go into their website and you can play it in their system, and it's got all the artwork from the books for all the characters, because
Oh,
they've got
that's cool.
3 they've got 2 expansions, Silent Falls, and I've completely forgotten what the other one is. But it basically expands new locations, new characters, new items, new objects.
Mhm.
But the thing is that you play, so someone plays as Charlie, which is Alice's older brother, and then everyone else plays one of our 4 friends. But every friend has a unique connection
Yep.
to Alice. So when I played it with friends at Gen Con, when we picked it up first, I played the one character who has a secret lust for Alice. So everyone has to find a way to be able to pull that out of themselves through either a direct message with one other character and a group message with every character.
Mhm.
But the other unique part of it is that at the beginning of the game, you deal out cards that all have timestamps on the back, because you have a video which has some beautiful music in it
Mhm.
that is basically your timer for the entire game.
Oh, see, that's pretty cool.
So it starts 90 minutes.
Mhm.
Whoever's Charlie turns over the 90-minute card, and they, begin the scenario by typing a message into the Discord or whatever. And then at different times, depending on which card you've got, you'll flip that over and it helps spin on the story more.
Mhm.
But you can also, if you're unsure as to how to really develop the story, you can say in like an OOC section, I'm going to find a location or an item. And it can make you think, right, I'm going to go and look for Alice there.
Okay.
So in the game I played, I went looking for Alice in the train station. And what we found was a broken beer bottle. So we were like, oh, Alice has been drinking. Where could she have gone? What happened? And there's just so many different, like, and as I say, it's infinitely replayable because you've got different characters you can play, different items, different locations, and different outcomes as well.
Yes.
I
Because
love that.
you don't always find Alice.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Yeah. And it's
But you do
heartbreaking.
find yourself.
Exactly. And at the end of the game, much like
so deep.
Yeah.
No.
At the end of the game, you then record messages as if you had, like, you've just found out what happened to Alice, and you have to record a message for Alice. So you go off to like a wee room, record a message, gather together.
It's kind of 10 candles, isn't it?
It is very 10 candles, and then you play it together. Everyone has a big cry. We all hug it out, and then you go again.
It's one I've heard bits about, mostly from yourself.
Yes,
but I have seen from the people that do talk about it that Alice is Missing can be absolutely fucking devastating.
Yeah. So
Like,
yeah,
I've kind of it's on my list for my family. I say my family. It's my wife's family. I have been
graciously welcomed in.
graciously welcomed with open arms. We are a big board game family, and
Yes.
I am the master in chief when it comes to entertainment, but not the TV show Master Chief. The actual real one.
Don't
Keep his blood
fucking
pressure down.
start.
Keep his blood pressure
Keep his
down.
blood pressure down, I know. But yeah, and Alice is Missing is one of those ones that I've, like, it's been on the list because it's like, this is an RPG that they could
Yeah.
definitely get into, and we
Yeah.
can just literally sit in the living room, all of us together, but not talking on our phones.
And there are some things you
It's
do
genius.
on the back of the cards that you have to do a physical thing. Like you could flip a coin, and everyone then looks at you like,
Why is he flipping the
"Why
coin?
have you just flipped a
Oh,
coin?"
that's cool.
And
Yeah.
you're just like panicking inside, like, "Why have you just flipped a coin?" And you've got to like try and get it out of the main character. And sometimes you can't reply because of the outcome of the card. Some things can happen that can stop you from replying. And people are just like, "Have you seen so and so? Have you heard for so and so? What was the last thing you heard?" And you're like, and it just like really ramps up. So yeah, Spencer Stark's the genius that created Alice is Missing, and also was part of Daggerheart, which is another system we can talk about in another pod. But genuinely phenomenal system, and yeah, both Fiasco and Alice is Missing are just so wonderful. Fiasco's a little bit more ha he he chaos.
Yep.
It can be a little bit heartbreaking, but Alice is Missing is at its core, I'm going to crush you and morally destroy every ounce of joy in your life.
Which
So you
might
can have
sound like
big-
a bummer to some of our listeners, but you would be surprised how many of, and I'm not going to call out names, but you know who you are, some of our regulars who like to play the RPGs that make you sad.
Yeah.
People are into fucking getting sad, apparently, and here, we're all fucking here for it.
Absolutely. So
I volunteer for the next time you play Alice is Missing.
Alice is
That
Missing.
sounds fascinating.
Maybe.
That
It
sounds
sounds
really
like a
quite
unique
fascinating.
experience.
yeah, maybe we get the 4 ever DMs
Oh my god, it's a thing.
It's a thing, baby.
and we play it.
Yes,
Maybe
I think that's a good
future
idea.
future content.
Does sound good.
Ooh.
I can't lie.
It does, it
So I'm
does.
trying to be annoyed, but I
Exciting.
can't
We
even.
could even play it in here
We
in No Mean
could.
Radio.
Aye.
Mhm.
We have the screens, we have the technology.
And
fantastic.
soon, there might even be video in here.
Aye.
Oh,
Yeah.
There we go. That means you get to look at it.
But
But
instead of just
you know
listening to
what
us.
else sounds good? Another pint of neck oil from upstairs in the
Oh,
variety
love
bar
a pint
on
of neck
Circuit Hall
oil.
Street. Oh my goodness, yes, I've had 2 already today, which is why I'm a little bit libatious.
It's
But
absolutely heartbreaking being in this Sucky Hall Street institution and nobody able to drink because I know what they've got up there. And I am sitting
But
here
you were
slaving.
able to get a lovely soft drink,
I
which is
was.
also available here at Variety Bar for
Indeed.
those who do not celebrate the high holidays like we do.
Or if you're full of antibiotics like your specky pal here. There we go.
If there's any indie games that we've not mentioned or that we've not played that you like, shoot us a message, whether it's on Discord or Facebook or whatever.
Or Instagram.
Or Instagram. Or
anywhere.
Any of the
wherever.
socials you can
Email
find
us.
us.
Send us a carrier pigeon.
Yeah.
Send us a carrier pigeon.
I want to see
Please send
smoke
us a
signals for the top of the
carrier
hill
pigeon.
and the Glasgow Necropolis with your
yeah.
burning questions
Yeah.
about what we should be playing next.
Recommend some indie games for us because we're always looking for some new stuff to play.
Variety is the spice of life, and Variety Bar is the spice of Sucky Hall Street. Come
Yeah.
on!
Oh, that was my level.
I'm not gonna stop.
Love it.
I'm not gonna stop.
speaking of the community, our wonderful chums and all of the good peeps that we have, we've got some questions from those fine folks.
We do.
So I'm going to be the question master. We're gonna keep it tight.
Mm-hmm.
We'll pick 3 out, and then we'll save the rest for future pods.
Absolutely.
But again, as Laura says, drop us messages, let us know, ask questions, get in the Discord.
Whenever you want, we'll work our way through them and answer
Absolutely.
them every time we record.
Yeah.
Cool. So the very first one from our Jade.
Yes, Jade.
Woo. What's your favourite character one of your players has brought to a table?
Oh,
Big Bernie question.
that's a good one
It's
because
a
there's
very good
been
one.
some absolute screamers. There's a few that have jumped to mind already.
I think me and you are going to say the same player, but I'll let you take this one.
Yes, so I mean we love a shout out, but shout out to our lovely pal Andrea, who might be one of the most unhinged fucking people I've met on this planet. All of their characters are genuinely brilliant, but there was one that she played during a Cyborg mini campaign that we ran at Arcade. I think, I can't remember the name, but all of our characters' names are usually named after bits of Glasgow, like Mary Hill, or Bella Houston, or Vicky Road, all that sort of pattern, which is great. But she played so Cyborg was with these amazing Borg rules that I was talking about earlier on. That was a elderly hacker woman that dressed in a like fighter pilot's flight suit with like a big long Belgian army sort of trench coat. She was super heavily modified with like cybernetic enhancements, so she was like 80 odd but looked a bit younger, but she couldn't make the hair not grey. And she had like a little bit of character development where she was a mad hacker who was trying to find out what happened to her kids that got lost in the last corporate war that took over the whole sort of city. And she waltzed through this campaign, making me look like an absolute prick. All of the sort of like kind of hacking stuff, she made an absolute sort of like joke out of it. She kept nailing all of her sort of roles. The worst thing that happened was because I like to randomly roll when people are looking for loot rather than planning. It's a bit just more fun.
Yeah.
I gave them, if you've played Cyberpunk 2077, a 24-hour voucher for Trauma Team, which is basically a hyper-capitalist futuristic medical service where if you die within 20 minutes or less, a heavily armed, medically trained SWAT team comes to your position, clears a 50-foot radius round about you, killing anything nearby to bring you back to life no matter what. So I gave them this thinking nothing of it until she weaponized it by deliberately running in and dying in places so that this nigh unkillable fucking SWAT team could show up. She hacked a fucking wall sensor to basically put GPS pings on top of cunts' heads so she could shoot them through walls. She dismantled my whole campaign and I enjoyed every minute of it. So that's probably my favourite character that I can think
She is literally the best critical thinking player that I think I've
It's
ever
infuriating.
had.
It's like, do I stop being fucking sound for like 2 minutes?
She's so good. Unbelievable. Yeah. I was trying to think of other players so that we're not talking about the same one, but there was another one I need to bring up because it is one of the best ones that I've seen her do.
Mm-hmm.
It was a D&D one, and it was a druid who was a yoga influencer whose name was Autumn, but she identified as a spring.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like, she just played it like a proper like hipster yoga girl who was like going, it's like, is this wine vegan? I need to, like, it was just that the entire time. And it's just like, I mean, I'm chaos, but she is the most chaotic player I've ever played with, and I absolutely live for it. So yes, that is the answer to that question. Is that there's no other answer that I can give. Nobody
Andrea, else can mention Andrea now because her head will get massive. So, no, name her.
Laura, have you got anyone that's brought one that jumps to mind?
Okay, here's one. So our pal Brian, who has DM'd for us, and he might have DM'd for you.
Yep, DM'd for a bit.
He played this character in a root campaign that I was running called. His character was called Bert, and he was, I believe, a raccoon. And in this specific game I was running, there was a cove called Bert's Cove. Not related, but Brian just ran with it. His character was like, yeah, no, this is my cove. Like, deal with it, guys. This is my cove. This cove belongs to me. And it was just really funny. It was really funny. It was really annoying. This was like a 4-week mini campaign that I was running, and he just
decided that was
it was his cove, and he wouldn't listen to anybody when they were like, "No, this is a cove that is not yours.
Get his
What
name
are
on
you
it,
on
That's
about?"
you guys
Yeah.
doing it.
Get his name
It
on it.
was very funny.
That's like for
It was
walking
very, very
into
funny.
your house and be like, "This is my house." You'd be like, "No, good on you, Bert."
Yeah, it was so funny. He just played that character so
Oh,
perfectly. It's
that's
just
class.
totally like spacey, not even aware of what's going on. Just this is my cove.
Mhm.
Deal with it. It was fantastic. It was
Brilliant.
great.
All right, the next question we've got
Uh-huh.
is
Okay.
from your, mine, and everyone's favourite Sean.
Oh, Sean.
What is a favourite piece of media that you
Mhm.
enjoy that you'd like to see turned into a TTRPG?
Oh, that's a good one. Oh,
There are several. You've got things like Fallout, Transformers, My
Oh,
Little Pony.
get to me last then.
Star
How do you think
Trek,
about this?
Power
No, I was,
Rangers,
I
all
was
that
saying
kind of
get to
stuff
me
exists.
last, or do you want me to go first on this one?
I'm going
Because
last. I need to think about this.
not only, Sean, is that a fantastic question, I am in the process of actually making and writing it myself
Oh.
and trying to do this.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. So it dawned on me and it came to me a fantastic idea that I've got where kind of based off of Severance, which is on Apple TV. Again, other streaming sites are available, ladies and gentlemen. But Severance on Apple TV, absolutely fantastic TV show. The main premise of it is that you work for a company and your work life and your social life are separated. You've severed part of your brain so that you show up to work, you don't remember anything from your private life.
Sounds fucking minty.
You leave work, you don't remember anything from your work life. But the company is ridiculously weird. It's the best way to describe it is it's like Lost. It's one of those ones. It's like every time you watch it or they do something,
I've
it
heard it's really good.
raises a new question where you're like, "What do they do?
Mm.
What is this?" And that kind of gave me an idea of like a TTRPG set in an office setting. And I have now came up with a good office setting where it's like you're an indentured employee for a company and you're basically trying to work to buy out your freedom. But at the same point, like if you progress higher, like loads of stuff becomes available to you and you get more perks. And basically like there's 7 levels and the 7 levels are represented of the 7 deadly sins.
Nice.
And all the while, the DM has to actually manage a spreadsheet to keep track of everything.
Oh, that sounds painful.
So that the DM actually becomes a
CEO of a massive company.
a CEO of a massive company, or like a data entry bot, like that as you start as a level 1. So like I've kind of came up with this. I've got most of it written in my head, and it's just basically fine tuning and then getting it onto paper and getting it onto everything there. But yes, Severance, which is it's almost like a Black Mirror episode that's been turned into like 2 series.
It's on my watch list, but like
It's incredibly
I hate
good.
saying that because I feel like, oh, there's lots of stuff that you watch, but fucking there's loads of telly and it's no stopping.
It is.
Laura,
But
if you
yeah,
get
that's what I
one
would say,
that
Sean.
you
That
think-
sounds really cool.
you.
On the flip
It does sound
side, Stardew Valley.
nice.
Who doesn't want to be a little
Yeah.
farmer?
Yeah, proper cozy.
Planting totties, having a little cat. I always pick the cat.
Mhm.
Who picks the dog? If you pick the dog, you're wrong. It's the cat. That's where
I'm
it's
fairly
at.
certain my wife picked a dog, but
Well, fair. You're dog
dog
people.
people.
You're dog people.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm a cat person. I'm a both person. I like cats and dogs.
oh, we have cats as well. So we've got
That's true.
we've got our farm back at the house.
Well, yeah. Stardew
Mm.
Valley. I think that would just be lovely.
See, because I know it's like a cozy, cute game, but like, what do
Yeah.
you do in it? Because I've never actually played it.
You just cut around planting totties and
Planting totties, just
planting
totties.
Basically, the premise is that you've got to bring your grandpa has passed away and he's
Oh,
passed down his farm
Mhm.
to you, and you basically just have to bring the farm back from the brink of kind of just overgrown mess.
so it could be like a kind
it's
of
just a lovely
community
little
builder
game.
RPG sort of thing.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think that would
That's
be really
definitely what it is. Yeah, like you could see it as.
cool. My friend did actually send me a message at the week being like, "Is
Mhm.
there a Stardew Valley TTRPG?"
Well, maybe
Sadly,
there
there
should
is
be.
not. There is a very good board game though of it.
There is.
We've got that. board,
We
yeah,
do have that.
Hmm.
But
Ah.
yes,
So, last question for this pod.
I've got my.
Oh, we forgot. Connor.
Oh,
We forgot
Mo-
me. It's all right here. It's fine. We got ahead of ourselves. Maybe a few people in the Discord know exactly what I'm going to say, but I think a piece of media that I would absolutely love to see get turned into a TTRPG of
It's
some
the
point.
Communist Papers?
No, okay, right. So,
The Communist Manifest.
I mean, here, we've got nothing to lose but our chains, right? Fucking, the police are just an occupying
Wait,
army,
is that
right?
not, is that not just Spire though?
Yeah, and very much
It's
inspired.
any
Right,
TTRPG that Connor does.
These are fucking distracting me. Anyway, so a piece of media I would love to see turned into a TTRPG is motherfucking Helldivers 2. I think that would be amazing. You can start off as your low level sort of grunt. You get hot dropped into all these sort of like planets. You got all these. There's a huge sort of variety of monsters and enemies you can fight. You can level up. You can unlock more gear. There's all the orbital bombardments and the stuff from space you get. There's different planets. There's different war zones. There's ice planets. There's toxic planets. There's built up urban sprawls. There's vehicles you can use. It's the building blocks of a TTRPG, admittedly a very action-focused one, but one that I think if it existed, imagine the one-shots of that. It's already got that sort of weird, like jingoistic sort of like, for democracy, for Super Earth, so the theme's there already, so that they're like, I just think, I mean, if they're listening, Arrowhead Studio, it's free money, just do it yourselves, just reach out to Green Ronin or somebody to do it. Do you know what I mean? Just make it. Just make a Helldivers RPG. Just make it. Just do it. Do it at Arrowhead, please. Please, I want to play it. Just fucking make it.
He's crying right now. He
Yeah,
really wants to
with
play it.
joy.
Just want to play it.
I know.
I just love democracy.
Hanky just wants to be a Helldiver.
Absolutely. For
Yeah.
Super Earth. You can't see me right now, but I'm doing the salute.
Yeah. All right. So, final question for the pod.
Final
Whoa.
question.
And I'm going to answer it right out the gate. 'Cause
Oh,
I
lovely.
immediately know my answer.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Is from our pal Billy.
Billy!
Hey, buddy.
What is your favourite TTRPG game made by local or Scottish creators?
Oh!
And I know my answer immediately because I'm so excited to actually get my hands on the copy. It is by Glasgow-based, well, I think he's originally Edinburgh-based, but Glasgow as well, so both coasts, artist called Paul Scott Canavan, who's more known for his artwork in games like Magic the Gathering and a whole host of other like popular media. But he kickstarted at the tail end of last year, beginning of this year, his own TTRPG system called Pale Tides, which is a horror-based TTRPG where you become a hexen, where you basically are a big
Whoa.
cult of like witches and stuff.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
And it's like based on like mythology and all sorts of really, really cool stuff. But what really excites me is that it's a monster of a book. You get a 250-page tome of a book, but it also comes with its own custom tarot deck as a mechanic for the game.
Oh, I like
And
that.
obviously the artwork's created by himself and some other artists that
That's
he's worked
sick.
with in the past, and it just looks phenomenal, and I cannot wait. Now, the big sort of thing is that I generally don't mix well with horror in general. Like, I've watched the odd film and stuff, I'll play the odd kind of horror game and things, but the artwork just got me too excited, and the whole concept of like witchcraft and mythology being in a TTRPG in that sense is just fantastic. So yeah, that's like my immediate right off the rip. I absolutely cannot wait to get my hands on that, and I
That-
think the peeps of Roll With It will love it as well.
Sounds
That
excellent.
sounds
That
really
It really does.
fantastic. I
And
love it.
Scotland does have a rich history of mythology.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yes, we do.
Absolutely.
The Kickstarter's still up, so if you want to go and have a sneak peek of what it is, you can
might
go and
do.
search for Pale Tides TTRPG on Kickstarter.
Awesome.
I don't know if they're doing like late pledges or anything like that, but I already have backed it.
Pale Tides.
Pale Tides.
That's
Actually,
good to
a
remember.
phenomenal one.
Mm.
But yeah, so that's my answer for that one. I'm stealing a seat at the table for that. Anyone else got any ones that come to mind?
I've got one, but it's not so much a TTRPG as it is a setting for a TTRPG. And funnily enough, throwing back to what I said earlier in the podcast, a perfect candidate for the Morkborg rules. So this is one I picked up the first time I went through to Ancient Robot in Edinburgh. Again, shout out Ancient Robot. They have an excellent, it's not the largest collection, I don't think that's fair to say, but an excellently well curated selection of RPGs, especially indie RPGs. So I picked up one called The Flood Bell Tolls in St. Magnus by Grave Goods, who are a little Edinburgh-based kind of indie RPG sort of company. And the setting is basically set in its own sort of bespoke little world where the tides keep rising. And it's, if I had to give it a sort of style of description, I would say aquapunk. So there's like a water guild. The soldiers cut around in like kind of diving suits. They've got like aqua carbines, like highly pressurized sort of water and stuff like that. There's a really
Water
heavy
guns.
So
water guns,
like
yeah.
Water
the,
guns.
like the
Actual water
Kevin
guns.
Costner, Jack Black,
Kinda, but like
Water World.
kinda, but more Bioshocky.
Wow.
But like also it's got a kind of Renaissance sort of tilt.
Yeah.
So I've read through all of that because it gives you all the stats and whatever, like for whatever sort of system you want to use it, because it is a system setting. It's agnostic, but it's got like there's lore. There's like these deep gods. There's like when the flood bell finally tolls, that's when the last tide will rise and all of civilization gets swallowed. There's different types of water. So there's purified water that's used in this sort of water-based aquamancy, this sort of magic. There's all these different factions. There's the folk that live right at the bottom on the sort of floodplains that are like scavenging for food out the rock pools. There's the water merchants who are really, really rich and they sell this like purified water. That's the sort of currency. It's like it's just this really kind of properly intoxicating sort of sounding world. Like even as I'm talking about it right now, I want to go home and read it and start planning another little kind of one shot, because I think you could easily use the Borg rules to sim it up class, like make it really easy. There's classes in it for like, you know, and again, it's not like your typical class. Like it's like Fighter Man, or no, you've got like, you know, some like Tide Raider or like some sort of water shaman, like all that kind of cool stuff. So it's very aquatic, very nautical themed, but it's got like this. So like I say, it's all old like diving bell helmets and stuff like that, and like kind of sextants and all these kind of like equipment that you would associate with the ocean, and they've built this whole sort of world out of it, and it's grave goods that they've done that, and they are. I know they've done like talks in like Labelle and stuff in Edinburgh, so I'm pretty sure they're from Edinburgh. I apologise if they're not. Please don't come for me with like stakes and pitchforks. It's just
there's nothing worse than being accused of being from Edinburgh when you're not from Edinburgh. That's just kidding.
Whoa! He's sitting right here. He's sitting right here.
There's a reason that West Coast is Best Coast.
Look
Right?
at the fear in your face saying that.
I know, right?
And that is the end of this podcast
No,
and the future podcast, because I've murdered everyone.
I never said anything. Thank you very much.
Anyway, my local Scottish indie pick, right? So it's not a TTRPG again, but what it is a board game, which is fantastic. So not only do we do TTRPGs, we also do board games.
We do.
In there as well. And I was lucky enough back in 2017, 2018 to actually be part of the play group for the sort of play testing and everything like that there for this game. And it's by the fantastic Mark McKinnon. It came out in 2019. It's called Wreck and Ruin. Now, you will love this, Connie.
Oh, I've heard of this.
You've heard of this. It is a 2 to 4 player game, which is you take control of a convoy across a post-apocalyptic world. And it's the best way to describe it is it's Mad Max Fury Road as a board game.
Oh, witness me!
Meets chess.
Oh.
Like one of the convoys is like dinosaurs and stuff like that there for it, so it's like they could just like run in and charge in at you. There's like other ones that are like souped up like vehicles.
That's class.
There's like
I'm
ex-military
sold.
stuff.
I'm sold.
It's fantastic. It's 4-way chess meets Mad Max Fury Road.
Excellent.
It is absolutely out of this world and a great game. Nice and quick as well, like 60 to 90 minute time run on it. But Mark McKinnon did an absolutely fantastic job. And like I said, I was lucky to be one of the play testers back in 2017, 2018 for that game. And proud to say that I own it and bought it for my sibling-in-law as well as a birthday present last year. And they absolutely love it as well. So do their friends.
There we go.
Big up. And last but not least, Laura.
I am going to see. So it's not one I've played, not one I have, but it is done by Stout Stoat Press, the same folks that
Make Scurry.
published Scurry.
Yeah.
And it's called, let me get my phone up because I googled this, Apothecaria.
Yes.
It looks lovely. You are little animals.
I mean, you don't need to say any more. I'm already invested, but
Yeah.
I'm shocked that you've picked a TTRPG that's based upon little animal creatures again.
Oh yeah, I know. I picked a thing and I've ran with it.
And it's Apothecaria as in like paw.
Apothecaria,
Like a little paw.
like a little paw. Yeah, and it just seems like you cut around collecting things for your apothecary. That sounds lovely. And it's Stout Stoat Press, which are an Edinburgh-based company. Their
they are.
little logo is a cute little stout. Stout?
A
No,
stout.
a cute little stoat.
Do you know,
Shouting.
I wish I could have a stout.
I wish I could have a cute little stout right now as well.
Where would we go for such a beverage?
I think we might have to go upstairs to Variety Bar here on Sucky Hall Street for one of those, mate.
Oh dear. A few more weeks till I'm off the antibiotics and I'll be scudding them like nobody's business.
Oh yes,
But like,
yes.
even just this little lunch around the table there, this is why another reason, if I get on my soapbox, why I love TTRPGs, because they're so different. We talked about Alice is missing. You play it in a WhatsApp group or in a chat room or on Discord. You know, you've got like, again, yeah, Laura, you've got a theme, but I guess so do I. Like, there's these kind of cutesy, cozy ones, like something that you can make maybe Stardew Valley in an RPG. You've got Apothecaria, you've got scurrying stuff, you've got very, I don't think it's too unfair to say, theatrical stuff like Fiasco and like the kind of stuff that you can like to hit it with. And then obviously you've got your traditional RPGs, your Pathfinders, your D&Ds, and then all the mental shit that I'm into. And I just love that the spectrum is massive. There literally is something for everybody.
I don't think there's a better way to dismount a podcast than being absolutely radio rental for just an incredible dun of media in TTRPGs. So, yeah, that's episode 2 in the can, Trips.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you all so much for listening. Thank you to everyone for listening to episode 1 as well.
Yep.
Which is very, very kind of you. You can head to the website, rollwit.co.uk, listen to it from there. Also get in the Discord.
Get in the Discord, guys.
Ask us all the questions in there. We'll also have guests in the future.
We will.
So make sure you're following on all the social medias and ask questions away on Instagram, or Facebook,
all other types of social media.
We also have an email address that's out in the wilds.
Aye.
So if that is your preferred contact media, absolutely feel free. Any last words from the troops?
I'm eyes falling out again. Oh God!
For fuck's sake!
In case you somehow stumbled across us and are not aware of who we are, we are Rollwit. We run one-shot TTRPG nights in pubs and bars around Glasgow. It does not matter if you've never played D&D before. That's what we're here for. We'll teach you how to play it. We don't just play D&D. We play stuff like Morkborg, Thirsty Sword Lesbians, Power Rangers, whatever nonsense Greg's doing.
Which one?
Both of them. So come along. We run things like 3 times a week. We've always got something
there's a
on,
lot
so
of nights.
you can get that all on our social media.